Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So happy to be back posting videos again. Sorry it's been ages since my first video, but hopefully they'll be a little bit more regular from now on. So today I wanted to talk about something called low waist, and you'll notice I didn't call it zero waist because even though I really admire the zero waist movement, I just find it really a little bit off-putting. Like when I first got into the idea of zero waist, and if you don't know what it means, it's the idea of not throwing anything away. I just found it so overwhelming. I kind of thought there's no way I can live my life like this, and even though I wanted to, like I could see all the merit in doing it, I just thought this is just so much to think about. And recently I've realised that actually you don't have to think about the whole thing. You don't have to be one of those gurus that doesn't throw anything away and has like one mason jar of waste to show for the whole year. I don't aspire to be that person. So I'm going to talk about what I call low waste, and to me that is the idea of bringing in some of the zero waste ideas, as many as feasibly possible, without being massively inconvenient or really expensive. The last couple of weeks I've been doing something that I've called low waste Lent, and if you know what Lent is, it's basically a period of time where you give up something that you really love, and it's a form of discipline, and it's linked to the Christian faith, even though I'm not religious. It's something that I've always done growing up because my mum and dad are religious and we went to church when I was younger, so I've always given something up. This year I thought I want to give up something that has a bit more of an impact, because a lot of people during Lent, they give up something and then they never take it up again. My sister gave up sugar in her tea a few years ago, and now she doesn't have sugar in her tea because you know, when she went back to it, it just didn't taste the same, it tasted wrong. So this year I thought, on the idea of low waste, I would give up some of my most wasteful habits. What I've done is every week I've tried to incorporate one thing in my life that reduces the amount of waste. And today I'm going to share the 5 things that I've done so far. Number 1 was I gave up using cotton pads to take off my makeup at night. So instead of using cotton pads, I found some washable cotton pads and I use these instead. And to be honest, these are way better than cotton pads. For a start, they're much bigger. They're also double layer, as you can see. So one side is really soft microfiber and the other side is cotton terry. So it's got more of a texture. And I find that when I put something like, I've used Bioderma to cleanse at night, when I put that cleansing water on there, it doesnn't really go through to the other side. So you can literally use both sides. You can also use, like sometimes I do it like that, use half, then the other half, then the other half, then the other half. So like you literally only need one. Whereas with cotton pads, I was like grabbing them, like putting loads on, my face didn't seem to get any cleaner. I bought 2 packs of 6 so that I knew that I'd always have some that were clean. And yeah, you just shove them in the wash with the rest of your washing, and yeah, they come out like this, ready to use, clean, and actually fluffier and softer after you first wash them, which is amazing. They're from a company called Easy Peasy Nappies, which I'll link in the description box, and they actually make washable nappies for babies, and apparently this is the surplus fabric, which I think is really awesome as well. So the second thing that I did is I decided to stop getting those plastic bags that you do to get loose vegetables in the supermarket. My end goal would be to try not to buy packaged vegetables and things at least 80% of the time or something. I wanted at least to be able to make sure that I don't ever have to take one of those plastic bags. So I got these eco bags. They are made of cotton muslin, they're really light and really like sheer, so you don't have to worry thinking, oh, you're paying loads more money for your vegetables because of the bag. I bought a big size as well. And they've actually got the tear weight on them. This one weighs 18 grams, this one weighs 10 grams. So if you're in a shop where you can actually tear, then you can put that information in, but to be honest, I don't care, it's such a small amount, like adding this onto my mushrooms doesn't really make that much difference. But I love these, and I started using them straight away, and like, yeah, I'll never need to take those plastic bags again, which is awesome. The other good thing about these is that you can fold them up really, really small and put them in the bottom of your handbag if you're going somewhere, and just use them as a little like carrier bag, like if you were desperate. So this can be your like emergency kind of bag thing. I've used them for that kind of thing as well. Number 3, I get really excited about this one. I'm such a geek about this kind of stuff. But anyway, I gave up cling film. Instead I got this beeswax wrap. It's made of cotton muslin, it's dipped in beeswax and jojoba oil, and so it's basically like a waxed cotton, and it's kind of stiff, as you can see. I'm just holding this in front of my face so you can't see me. Yeah, it's kind of stiff, and you mould it with your hands. The heat of your hands kind of moulds it because it's wax. So it's really cool. You can wrap things in it. So I've wrapped an avocado in it, half an avocado, to keep it a bit fresher. And actually the best use for me is transporting. So if I'm going somewhere, like I'm going to babysit at my sister's house and I've got half an avocado in the fridge and I want to take it with me, then I just wrap it in Abeego. The other thing you can do is, if you've got like a bowl, you can put it over the top like you would cling film and just scrunch the edges down like this, and then that's how you keep your leftovers. I didn't do that very well, did I? That's how you do your leftovers, and then yeah, put them in the fridge if you've run out of Tupperware or whatever. I think this is really cool stuff. You just wipe it clean with a warm soapy cloth, and that's it, ready to go, ready to use for next time. I bought this and the muslin bags from a website called Eco Living. The fourth thing, are we on number 4? I think we are. The fourth thing that I did was I started making some of my own beauty products and hair products. Now, this isn't something I imagine I'll ever maybe do on a 100% level, but I thought it's a good idea to try a few things, and I found they work. I've ended up using them consistently. So the main thing that I've been using for ages now is my shampoo. So this is made from African Black Soap, jojoba oil in it, almond oil, lavender oil, peppermint oil, and tea tree oil. And you basically dissolve it in water and mix it all up, and then when it's kind of like mushed together and looks a bit like this, then you use it as a shampoo, and that's it. It lathers amazingly. It makes my curls really defined when I first wash it out. And yeah, I haven't really looked back. This is enough. I make usually enough for 3 or 4 washes, so it lasts me around a month, and then I just make some more. The good thing about it is that it lasts for ages, and the materials that you buy, they come kind of in bulk, and I use them for other things too. So I use them in my hair. I use the African Black Soap to wash my face as well. I made my own hair moisturising lotion, and I did that with shea butter. I bought raw shea butter. I mixed it with jojoba oil, avocado oil, argan oil, a bit of vitamin E, I think, and I think I put some geranium essential oil for the smell. And you just rub it on your hands, and then it goes completely clear, so it's this lovely whipped, fluffy, solid-ish kind of looking thing. And then yeah, when you rub it on your hands, like immediately it just starts getting clear like that, and you can just rub it on your hair like this. I usually do it on damp hair, to be fair, so I'm locking in some moisture into my hair, and yeah, that's it really. You can also use it as a body butter. It's all natural and it's great, and that will last me for ages, and I've got loads of materials left to make some more as well. That will probably last me, I'd say, 6 months longer. So yeah, excellent for low waste. The final thing that I've done so far, number 5, is I got a menstrual cup. So my main reason for this was, obviously you throw away so many tampons throughout the month, but also the other thing is, not everybody knows this, but you can't flush tampons. And I find it really kind of inconvenient sometimes when I'm in the toilet and there's no bin and all of that kind of thing. And it's like, where do I dispose of this? I can't show it to you because it's currently in use, but I will show you the really naff little bag that it comes in. So yeah, so basically I bought the one called the Lunette, and when I read loads and loads of articles about it and watched loads of YouTube videos, the Lunette consistently came in the top 3 or even the top 2, whereas a lot of the others that get mentioned were like, could be anywhere from 1 to 5 depending on people's preferences. So I just thought, this is my really scientific way of working things out. It's always in 1 or 2, so yeah, I'll go for that one. So that's what I did. I'm using a type 2. Actually, now it's been a few days, I've totally gotten used to it. I think it's really convenient, it's amazing. You can pop it in the morning, take it out in the evening, like you can keep it in for up to 12 hours. So it's far less changing. The only problem is getting it into the right place at first. trusting it at first and getting used to seeing a lot more than you normally see when you're doing the whole changing part, especially in the first few days. It's messier than you expect, but I don't know, you kind of get over those things. It's been a few days now and I'm kind of like, I've almost forgotten day one. I'm like, oh yeah, this is so easy, like it's so convenient. So I recommend trying it. So they're the low waste things that I've done so far. I'm hoping to think of 2 more things to do before Easter, which is when Lent ends. Well, actually some people say that it ends the week before, but in my family we've always gone to Easter, so I've got to find 2 more things to change in my life. If you've got any tips, you could drop me a line in the comments. I already use tote bags, I don't use plastic bags anymore. I've got a keep cup for my takeaway coffees and teas. I've got metal straws, which I haven't actually used yet, but I have got them for the time when I might need one. Oh, and I've got like a metal canteen which I use for water. I just use tap water and I don't buy bottled water anymore. So yeah, if you've got any ideas, let me know. In the meantime, if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.